da, 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 la, 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 la. Mr. Matthew Kenney, who is a member here on Raw Food, and in fact did our very first inaugural Raw Food Day 1 video. He is a fabulous, amazing chef, and he writes these beautiful cookbooks with wonderful raw recipes. The one I use the most is Everyday Raw. Also, Raw Food, Real World. Matthew is a co-author of that book. And he also has another book that I've got hiding back here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on one second. Oh, yes, here it is. This one, woo, you talk about some eye candy and just some good fun reading. Entertaining in the Raw. This is a book that, I mean, listen to this. Frozen pumpkin flan, cinnamon foam, and mandarin candy. You see that? You want to make that for your family for the holidays. Because some people believe, a lot of raw chefs believe, that desserts are the way that you can really bring somebody in and get them hooked on raw food. So even if they're not eating a great diet during dinner, you can serve them a delicious, you know, raw food appetizer or raw food dessert that is packed with nutrition and can help to balance out that diet. So every book by Matthew Kenney, I live by them. And also Rawvolution by Matt Amston is another one of my favorites. What can I say about Integrative Nutrition by Joshua Rosenthal? Joshua is actually the founder of the Institute for Integrative Nutrition, which I'm starting their program next week. And I have read this book, and this book has resonated with me as a human and as a non-perfect raw foodist, because, you know, no perfect people allowed here on Raw Food. We all, you know, we're human. We're human. We're not raw food robots. We have moments of weakness. We have lifestyle issues that sometimes cause us to, you know, do what we do. Integrative Nutrition, one of the most positive, life-changing books for me, and this whole food challenge has been really centered around this book, Integrative Nutrition, where we've talked about primary foods, which are our relationships, our spirituality, our exercise, our work, that those are also nurturing parts of our lives that we need to have a plan put in place for how they incorporate with our diet. So Integrative Nutrition by Joshua Rosenthal. You don't have to take the Integrative Nutrition program from the Institute to get this book. You can buy it on Amazon. And I highly recommend this book. It really will kind of open your eyes to the fact that even if you choose to create your own diet that is not 100% raw but incorporates a lot of raw food, then this may be the book that can help you create that diet for yourself. It goes through hundreds of diet theories and helps you to figure out, you know, what diet is going to work for you, what lifestyle is going to work for you long term, but incorporating only whole, nutritious foods, including lots of raw food. Integrative Nutrition. Gotta have this one. Louise Hay. Everybody probably knows about Louise, but if you don't, her book, You Can Heal Your Life. Now, when I first got this book, and yeah, it's got a lot of like drawings in it, and when I first got it, I thought, oh, gosh, this is not going to be a book for me. This is kind of hokey, and this is kind of like a little bit, I don't know, new agey for me or something. I don't know what it was. But then I read it. I read it on a flight to Honolulu. And this book, if you want a book that is going to help you learn to love yourself exactly where you are on your journey, whether it is your eating lifestyle journey, your career path, your relationship path, your parenting path, if you want to learn how to love yourself where you are, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay is a book that's going to help change your perspective. So, highly recommended. And then, of course, my book that is getting tattered and torn, Mel Bartholomew's Square Foot Gardening. My square foot garden right now is a complete disaster because the fire ants took over during the summer. And so now we are going to have to dump everything out of my square foot garden, and we are going to elevate it so that next summer we don't have the same problem with the fire ants making our nice fluffy square foot garden into their top mound. Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew. He also has a website at squarefootgardening.com. Mel, I love you. I really do. I love you. This was my first gardening experience, and last winter I gardened all winter long and had, you know, wonderful radishes and lettuces and collards and cabbage that I grew myself, so I knew that they were organic, fair trade, and came right out of the backyard. So my little garden is 4 feet by 4 feet. Not very big, but you would be amazed at how much you can produce out of a small garden like that. I ate salad, greens almost every single day out of my garden. Put them in my smoothies and had salads. So, Square Foot Gardening by Mel Bartholomew. But I thought I would share the ones that have really, you know, resonated with me and, you know, kind of hit that chord in me when I needed it. I also really love Victoria Beutenko's book, 12 Steps to Raw Food. And that is sort of like following a 12-step program loosely based on the AA program of how to reprogram your thinking about raw food. I don't have a copy of that book because every time I get a copy of that book, I end up giving it away to someone that I feel like needs it. So, yeah, I'll put a little list to all these titles and links to where you can get them on Amazon. And, you know, I don't work for Amazon. I'm not an affiliate. I don't care. You know, I'm not going to make any money off of you buying these books. I just want to share with you the books that have made a difference in my raw food journey. And I would love for you, those of you out there who are not new to raw food or not new to raw food, to add the books that have changed your journey and helped you along the way. That would be awesome. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you are having a wonderful fruit and veggie filled day and that you're spending a little bit of your time laughing, enjoying your life, and looking at all of the wonderful blessings around you. Gratitude is a huge part of this raw food journey because so many times we may feel deprived. We may say, oh, you know, that coconut cake, I'm not going to eat that coconut cake. And it may actually make you feel a little hole of deprivation in your conditioned standard American diet soul. But really, when you think about it, coconut, fresh coconut, the meat of the coconut, you can still have that. You can have it raw. And it's just as delicious, just as satisfying, and it's nourishing your body. and your spirit and your mind. So I hope you're having a blessing-filled day and looking at all of the world around you with a sense of gratitude and diminishing your ego so that you can help to serve others. So we will see you tomorrow. And you know what I'm going to say? Eat your veggies.